guys, it's Julian. So as you can see, my laptop works again. I don't know what happened. Um, my computer recently did an update, so I'm wondering if the Windows 10 update, somewhere in the Windows 10 update before this last one, um, there was something not right and it messed my camera up. But now it works. So yay, I don't have to use my phone, at least not as often, not every time. And I can do my intro again. So, and I'm sorry about my voice. My chest and throat still kind of hurt because, as most of you know, yesterday I had surgery to have my gallbladder removed. Um, I am home recovering. Um, Walking and just kind of moving around when I can, when I feel up to it, because I have a lot of, after the surgery, they told me that there was going to be like a lot of excess gas. So to move when I was able, just kind of help loosen it and kind of get it out. So if I burp throughout this video, I apologize. That is why. Um, my pain levels are okay-ish. I was given some hydrocodone, along with some Tylenol and ibuprofen. I'm been doing the Tylenol. I'm trying to stay away from the ibuprofen because the ibuprofen, I have an allergy to it, a mild allergy. If I take too much, like if I take it at a long period of time, I will get very sick. So I don't want that. I don't want to have to end up like that because I'm trying to recover. So I'm just gonna I'm trying to stick with the Tylenol, and if the Tylenol isn't helping at all, then I will take the hydrocodone. I did have to take a hydrocodone just not long ago because my son decided that he was going to kind of run into me and bump his head into my stomach, which did not feel good, so I had that added. Ouch. So I went ahead and took a hydrocodone just to make sure that I'm okay, because I don't know if the Tylenol is going to help that, because it really hurt when he hit his head into my tummy. So, yeah, this is, I left the hospital yesterday around this time, I think. Oh, no, a little after. It was closer to 3, I think, when I got home. I went in at 7, got ready. I stayed there for a while because I felt nauseous and I was in some pain and I was just really out of it for a while. And they just wanted to make sure I was okay before they, sent me home if they needed to, or if they needed to keep me there, which I'm glad they didn't have to. Um, I just kind of needed some extra time. Now, I am going to talk about the surgery itself. It was laparoscopic, so I have 4 little tiny incisions. I think I think my stitches are internal, so they're inside rather than like sticking out. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't ask. So I have those 4 little spots. 3 kind of in this area down here, and then 1 like closer to my belly button, like right above my belly button. So I have those. Those are not really causing me any pain right now. Hi, Yarly. Hello. Do you want to say hi? Yeah. Come here. Hey. Okay, fine. He's like, no, I don't want to be on camera. Okay. So they did that laparoscopically, and there was no problems. They didn't have any problems, which is good. So now that it's done and over with, it's going to take about a week for the pain to kind of go away, and then another week to just kind of totally heal up. So I'm not going to be down and out as far as my workouts, but I am going to have to take it really slow. I'm going to, as I get better, do some walking. Yarly, my laptop does not belong to you. He's rubbing on the laptop and making it move. What was I saying? Oh, he distracted me, and now I went blank. Okay. So, oh my gosh, I totally forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about? Oh, I'm not totally down and out. I can walk. I'm not going to do like my abdominal, my core workouts or my like strength training for a while. I'm just gonna kind of focus on walking for now until I'm healed up because I don't want to mess up my healing process. But moving around for me right now is good because of the excess gas. Excuse me. Speaking of, if I don't move, it just kind of sits there, and that causes me more pain, which is not going to be helped with any kind of pain medication. So I do need to move a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to be focused on walking. Yesterday, when I felt a lot less groggy, I kind of walked around my apartment a little bit. I think it was only a couple minutes before I was like, okay, I need to sit back down. But yeah, walking is my main focus right now, and just kind of getting to a place where where I'm not in a lot of pain, and can kind of take care of myself, because there are some things where I just can't. I have to have Raynard do things for me, because if I try to do them, I might hurt myself, and I'm not going to take that risk. Now, the surgery itself, now that it's over, because I no longer have my gallbladder, that means I no longer produce bile. So my eating habits are going to have to change some more. When I was told that I had gallstones, I already started going low fat, or as low fat as I could. Now they're saying very little to no fat, because I no longer have that. The way I eat, not food wise, but just like how I eat, has to change. I need to really focus on chewing my food and really taking it slow, because my digestion, because there's no bile to help with the digestion, I have to kind of help myself there and be conscious of making sure that I chew my food and just common sense eating, basically, just being more mindful of those habits, which I was already kind of doing that too. So this transition from having a gallbladder to not having a gallbladder is going to be a little bit easier for me because I've already kind of started to prepare myself for that in the months leading up to this surgery. It took them so long to do this surgery because the symptoms I was having were so atypical of gallstones. They knew I had gallstones because they did an ultrasound. They saw the gallstones. Um, but just because I had the gallstones doesn't mean that they were causing the problem. You can have gallstones and not have any of the problems that I was having. Excuse me. So that's why it took them so long to actually do the surgery, because they were trying to find another cause. They did not want to go in and do the surgery if it wasn't going to help me, if there was another problem. They did not find another problem. So I was asked, do you want to go through with the gallbladder surgery? There is still a chance that it might not do anything for you because your symptoms are so atypical that this might still not be the problem. It might be something that we just can't detect. And I said, I've been waiting months. I think it's time. I would rather go without the gallbladder and find out that that's not necessarily the problem. And I'm sorry, I have to move around because. So yeah, I said, please just do the surgery. Please, let's get it over with. Um, I'll take the risks, and I will, if it doesn't help, it doesn't help. We'll move forward from there. Um, you can be fine without your gallbladder. So, I mean, I'd rather just go through with it. So, finally got that done. Now, it's over, and I've had other procedures done. I've never had an organ removed. This is the first time an organ has actually ever been removed from my body. I still have my spleen. I've never had any. The only major surgeries that I have had, I have had 2 C-sections, and I've had my tubes clamped, uh, and I've also had a DNC done. Um, I've also had to go in and have Mirena put uh, in the OR because things were narrow and they couldn't do it in the doctor's office. So I had to go get that done. But out of all the procedures that were considered major, like my C-sections, and I'm guessing my DNC and my getting my tubes clamped could be considered major. Um, Out of all those, and this surgery that I just had, having the gallbladder removed, I have never. Usually, when I come out of anesthesia, I will come out of anesthesia and I'll just be like, boom, okay, I am wide awake and I am ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. I'll take a nap when I get home. And then I'll be, my pain levels are manageable. Like they've they prescribed me the pills, and I would get the pills, but I would never use them because I didn't feel like I needed to. But this surgery, my pain levels are just I am the most uncomfortable, in most pain that I've ever been in any of my previous operations, surgeries, procedures. And I'm guessing it has a lot to do with the fact that they actually removed an organ. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever had an organ removed, so I'm pretty sure that has a lot to do with it. So over the next couple of weeks, I will probably be doing some short updates on how I'm doing as far as healing from gallbladder surgery, how I'm doing with that. Maybe updating on my nutrition. We'll see what happens. But I feel like maybe I could do like a separate like little, I don't want to call them vlogs, but like separate health videos concerning like post-op or post gallbladder removal, whatever you want to call it, videos. Just different things. But yeah, I really don't have a lot of restrictions. Just kind of take things slow, and you can return to regular activities as you feel you should. Like tomorrow, I'm supposed to go all the way to Oxford by bus, and I honestly don't know if I can. I've already made that call, and I've already canceled that ride and canceled that appointment, so I'll have to reschedule that. But yeah, I don't feel like going on a bus 2 days after surgery is a good idea, especially in pain I'm in and meds I'm taking. And the buses can be pretty bumpy just because they're buses, and they can, especially out here, there's a lot of back roads, and they take roads. Back roads can be pretty bumpy, and I don't think I can do it. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm not going to be doing any traveling. This is just me, but yeah, I might go outside and take a little walk in a couple days. I'm not going out today. I will, if the walking around I do will be in the house. With right now, just kind of keeping an eye on me, make sure I'm not powdering or anything. My chest really hurts. Of course, with this procedure, they had to stick the tube down my throat so I could breathe. So that really hurts. And every time I cough or I laugh, sorry guys, I don't have it over here right now because my son is using it to sleep on. But they suggested, like when I feel like I have to cough, or even if I'm gonna laugh, to hold the pillow up against my tummy and just kind of push a little bit as I'm coughing or laughing to reduce the pain, and that does help. That helps a lot. Otherwise, it really hurts. Like just that, like I'm hurting right now. The surgery went awesome. They didn't have any problems, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm really happy that it's just done and over. Like I said, I've been waiting months to have this done because, and I'm not upset that they waited so long. I understand why they waited so long. I understand why, they didn't want to do a surgery if it was unnecessary. I'm just glad it's over because I was like, I have the gallstones, and there's no explanation. I mean, they went in, before this, they went in and they looked down my throat into my stomach. They didn't see any ulcers. My esophagus not narrowed in any way. So, and there was nothing on my esophagus, like I didn't have any ulcers or opening, none of that. Any like backsplash. When they put the camera into my stomach, they can see if the stomach acid goes up. And I didn't have any of that. They checked all kinds of stuff, and they gave me a Prilosec to make sure that it wasn't just stomach acid. They tried all these different things over the last few months, and they finally were like, I have no answers. So what do you want to do now? Because we don't know what to tell you at this point. We can do the surgery if you want and see if it helps. Hopefully it does. Or, we can try. We can just kind of sit here and pull our thumbs and try to figure it out. And I'm just like, take it all there, get it out of me. I'll deal with the rest. So this is day one, officially day one without a gallbladder. I haven't really felt like eating. Like I don't, honestly, right now with the pain that I'm in, and because of the area that all this pain is in, I don't feel hungry. I didn't eat till like 10:30, and all I had at 10:30 was a few spoonfuls of it, just so I could take some medicine. And then later on, they made me some pasta with chicken and mushrooms. There was no butter added. It was just stuff cooked and then mixed together with a little bit of salt and pepper. I taste salt, didn't really taste pepper, so you might not put any or put very little, just to make sure I was going to be okay. And then I can have the banana because I'm going to put a banana. And then I took no milk. Yeah, this is. Oh, the yogurt was non-fat. We get fat in yogurt, so I didn't have to worry about that. The only thing I had to worry about as far as the yogurt was the dairy. And I do have, I am lactose intolerant to an extent. I can eat it. I can eat like yogurt and cheese as long as I don't eat too much. Dairy milk I can't at all. I have to drink lactate or like soy milk or almond milk, something like that, because regular milk with the lactose, even if it's just like a sip of it, won't make me sick. So yeah, that's another thing I can afford. Like as far as dairy products, the no fat dairy products, just have to remember that yes, you have some lactose intolerance, so you might not want to eat that or a lot of that. Wow, this video is like 25 minutes long now. So that is the update. I am feeling better than I was yesterday. Obviously, hopefully tomorrow will be even better. They say like the first 3 days are like the worst, and after that it gets way better. So we'll see. All right, guys, I figured I'd update you on that, and I have. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Whatever it is you're doing, just keep going.